ticket, Super Sizzling 7, and you could be swimming in cash with a top prize of $107,000 and 21 chances to win $107,000 on each ticket.
You're watching CBC TV 8 in beautiful Barbados.
And a very good afternoon to you. I'm Lisa Lord with the CBC News at noon. Well, police have made a breakthrough in their investigation into the murder of Kadeem Joseph, whose body was discovered in Britton Hill, St. Michael on June the 10th. The body bore several gunshot wounds. Police have arrested and formally charged 34-year-old Dwayne Chase of Valerie Britton Hill with murder, and Chase is set to appear at the District A Magistrates Court later today. Meantime, the two men held after marijuana plants were seized following the execution of a search warrant at a Ford Road, Clapham St. Michael home were ordered to pay a total of $13,000 in fines or face jail time. Dwayne Brathwaite, 35, was fined $10,000 and 8 months or 1 year imprisonment for the cultivation of cannabis. On the three other charges, that's possession with intent to supply, and trafficking of cannabis, Brathwaite was convicted, reprimanded, and discharged. Meantime, 38-year-old Steve Brathwaite was fined $3,000 in 6 months or 3 months imprisonment for the offense of cultivation of cannabis. He was also convicted, reprimanded, and discharged for possession with intent to supply, and trafficking cannabis. And with more court news, Daily Dennis Price, who was facing 17 criminal charges, including theft, 2 burglary, criminal damage, and disorderly behavior, was remanded to prison. The 26-year-old was not required to plead and is to reappear in court on September the 6th. Well, Barbadians are being reminded that the Postal Service is still relevant. Though social media may be faster, there are some forms of communication that requires the postal method. And this is the belief of Postmaster General at the Barbados Postal Service, Margaret Ashby. She expressed concerns about people who are referring to the Postal Service as the snail mail.
Often people try to make us feel bad of ourselves by saying that we're snail mail, but we still perform a very important role. Important documents and contracts cannot be forwarded via email, WhatsApp, Twitter, or the likes. It still has to be forwarded through the mail.
Ms. Ashby was speaking at the Post Office Cheapside headquarters at the opening of a stamp exhibition where all stamps after independence were showcased. Ms. Ashby says the Postal Service has seen a decline in social mails but is steady with business transactions. The mail institution is, however, working on a number of ways to remain relevant in these modern times. The Postmaster General also says Barbados stamps have made people aware of the country.
Many persons visit Barbados because internationally our stamps are sold, and persons follow Barbados with respect to what is happening, our heritage or tourism, and this has caused a number of persons to decide to come to Barbados and fall in love. And the intention of the Post Office is to work closer with the tourism sector. We have a project in mind that we want to work with the tourism sector in getting Barbados and the hotels and all that we have to offer out there.
The Barbados Institute of Management and Productivity, or BIMAP, is on the verge of rolling out a new online platform. Word of this from the Executive Director, Dr. Sonia Greenidge-Franklin.
It's an e-learning platform where students will be able to access the information, access their training. It doesn't matter which part of the world they are, they will be able to access their training from here. We are in the final stages of the development of that, and that should be rolled out pretty soon.
Dr. Greenidge-Franklin was speaking during a tour of the Institute by Commerce Minister Donald Innes yesterday. She added that the courses offered meet the market demand.
We find that our courses are constantly being upgraded and constantly being updated depending upon what is taking place. So we want to make sure that we are always on the cutting edge of what is going on in terms of management development. So our courses are constantly upgraded, and as a result, we do get a response for the new courses. But there are some courses that are tested and tried and proven, and the demand for those will always be consistent. Courses like supervisory management, courses like project management, excel, though there's always a high demand for those courses.
Guidance counselor of the Grantley Adams Memorial School, Shanti Walters, says students entering secondary school are not always prepared for it. That's why she and fellow counselor at the St. Michael's School, Margaret Grant, wrote a book called Entering Secondary School. The book is a survival kit for students who are making that transition. It includes topics such as puberty, internet safety, and saving for the future. And Ms. Walters was speaking at the St. Michael's School.
Some of the challenges that we experience with children, especially those who were the only person from their primary school going to a new secondary school, they felt as though they did not belong in the school, they did not know how to make friends. Sometimes they were victims of bullying. And then because in primary school the focus would be on what we call maths and English, when they came into secondary school and were faced with doing 11 to 13, sometimes 15 new subjects, they were having difficulty in understanding how to study and how to be on top of all of this work.
Ms. Walters says parents should pay even more attention to children attending secondary school.
So the involvement that we see in primary school with parents going to PTA and being really involved in the school, we don't necessarily see it in secondary school. Our message to parents is, you know what, your child needs you now more than ever. So you need to not slacken up on your support, but you need to be there with this child each day. You need to sit and do homework with them. Even if you don't understand, your support is vital.
And stay with us. We'll have regional and international news right after the break.